Today on Global Research Review, why the humble cashew nut is becoming Africa's new green gold, the genetic breakthrough that could turn the tide against sickle cell disease, and how a simple banana fungus is sparking a multi-billion-dollar race for food security. We'll take you inside the journals, Science, the Lancet, and Frontiers to show you the future of innovation. Welcome back to Global Research Review. I am Cynthia Bassi, and on our last episode we looked at fossils and Pokemon. Today we are getting practical. We are looking at the crops that fed us and the diseases that challenged us. We've scored the latest 2025 and 2026 publications to find the research that puts Africa at the center of the global scientific map. We start with a nut that most of us enjoy, but few realize is a geopolitical powerhouse, the cashew. Africa produces nearly 60% of the world's raw cashew nuts, yet we process less than 15% of them on the continent. Recent research published in early 2026 on Journal of Agricultural Economics and ResearchGate, titled Value Added Processing and Economic Resilience of the Cashew Sector in the ECOWAS region, highlights a massive shift. Scientists and economists have developed a closed-loop processing model for West Africa. The study reveals that by utilizing the cashew apple, which is currently 90% wasted to create bioethanol and high-protein animal feed, West African nations could increase the sector's value by 400%. And now why this matters. For the Nigerian or Ivorian farmer, this isn't just about selling a nut, it's about a total waste to wealth transition. The research provides a blueprint for industrial parks that could create over 250,000 jobs by 2028. Moving from the fields to the blood, sickle cell disease (CSD) affects millions across Africa. For decades, treatment was about managing pain, but a new review on assessing gene editing, challenges and triumphs for CSD in sub-Saharan Africa, reported in the Lancet Hematology, discusses the real-world rollout of CRISPR Cas9 therapy, that is Cassava, in African clinical hubs. The analysis, the science is breathtaking. Researchers are now using non-viral delivery methods, essentially a simpler way to edit the DNA without needing a massive bone marrow transplant infrastructure. The paper highlights a pilot program in Ghana where low-cost point-of-care genetic screening is identifying infants who are candidates for these new therapies before symptoms even start. It's the move from treatment to correction. If you live in Uganda, Rwanda and Cameroon, bananas are life. But a fungus called TR4, that is tropical race 4, has been threatening to wipe out plantations. In a report on the frontiers in plant science about a research on a multinational African research team recently mapped the entire genome of the East African highland banana to find the resistance gene. They found that certain wild varieties in Madagascar hold the key to immunity. By using marker-assisted breeding, scientists can now breed resistant bananas in 3 years instead of 15. This is the difference between a food crisis and the food surplus for 70 million people. Cassava is the wanted hero of African agriculture. It grows a poor soil with little water, but it's mostly starch. The news, a 5-year impact study just concluded that yellow cassava, biofortified with vitamin A, has successfully reduced night blindness in rural Nigerian children by 22%. The paper proves that biofortification is more effective than giving out vitamin pills because it integrates the nutrition into the daily gari and fufu people already eat. It stills health. This research can be found in CGIAR, or the Journal of Food Science. We can't talk about African research without talking about the fight against malaria. Now you see, the R21 vaccine is currently being rolled out. The latest data shows 78% efficacy over 2 years. However, a new paper in Nature Medicine warns that mosquitoes are evolving behavioral resistance, biting earlier in the evening before people go under their nets. Researchers are now calling for a hybrid strategy, the vaccine to protect the blood, and remember the cool roofs we discussed in episode 1 to protect the home. Moving on, and finally, the eye in the sky. Drones are no longer just for big tech. A report in Scientific Reports, this research shows that smallholder cooperatives in Ethiopia using multispectral imaging, that is, drones that can see if a plant is thirsty before it wilts, reduced fertilizer waste by 30% and increased crop yields by 18%. The paper argues for data sovereignty, ensuring the maps generated by these drones stay in the hands of African farmers and not foreign tech companies. From the genetic code of a banana to the eye of a drone, African science, we can see, is evolving and solving African problems with global standards. We don't just consume research, we are now the ones writing the most important chapters. All the papers mentioned today, from the Cashew apple economy to CRISPR breakthroughs, are linked and available under this video. I'm Cynthia Bassi. Join me next time on Global Research Review.